Welcome to Fact Shots Initiative, a value addition to your mains. In the last video, we have seen what is the Fact Shots Initiative, what are the various kinds of value addition material which are provided by Fact Shots, and how can you subscribe them through our website, that is factshots.in. In this video, we are going to see the annual compilation of the fact shots. See here it is facts 2022. So you get this particular monthly PDF as well as annual compilation. Now we are providing annual compilation in two parts. The first part now is release, which comes from April 2021 to January 2022, and the second part will be from March 2022 to July 2022. So the second part will be released in few days, but as of now the first part is released. Now what is the purpose for compiling the whole PDF, that is the whole annual PDF in two parts? Now friends, all of us know that we need a single document for the revision. In this way you can download this file, right? So you can see the PDF here. This is comprehensive compilation from April 2021 to January 2022. So these are the kinds of resources that I utilize, so that you don't have to go and visit each and every source. It will save your time. So let me show you the contents part. We have segregated the whole facts and figures in a logical manner, that is according to the syllabus of the UPSC. You can see here, that is GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4. Right, in GS1 we have Indian society part, right? Under that there are subtopics like women, population, urbanization. In GS2 we have polity, then social justice, then governance and IR, right? In GS3 we have Indian economy, then agriculture, then we have different subtopics like science tech, environment, disaster management and internal security, right? And the last one here is the miscellaneous topics, which can be utilized anywhere. So this is the logical classification that we have done, so that you can add these facts to your notes, so that it will be easier for you to add value to your mains answers. Okay, so let us discuss few of these facts in the similar manner that we have discussed in the last video, that is how to utilize them in your mains answers. Okay, so I have a compilation of few previous year questions. Now I will show you how to utilize these particular facts in a better way. So I will just run you through a few pages of this particular PDF. For example, you can see how the data has been arranged in a logical manner. Now the see, here start your GS1. Now here it is Indian society part, then there is woman section, right? Next section here it is the population, right? So you get a comprehensive compilation of various facts related to that particular topic, so that you don't have to search for extra value addition material. And we also provide the link for that particular topic, so that you can go and cross check this particular fact if you have any doubts. Okay, so this is the way this particular file is compiled, that is annual compilation. Now let us take few facts which can be discussed here, so that you can get more idea how to utilize these facts in your answers. Okay, so let us directly search a particular topic, for example water crisis. Okay, so on the screen you can see the water crisis topic. Now we have compiled various facts related to this particular topic. Now we know that this is a kind of hot topic in the news which is asked by UPSC in various subjects like GS1 under geography section, then GS3 under environment section as well, then also in various optionals, for example in geography, agriculture, right? So you can utilize these facts in various ways. Also, the utility of the facts which are given in this PDF are not only useful in mains but also useful in the interview. We know that whenever you place an particular argument in front of the interview panel, and suppose they ask you, do you have any justification for this particular argument, then you can quote such facts. So we have chosen a particular topic, that is water crisis. Okay, so before going to utilize this particular fact, so let us see what are the PYQ related to the water crisis, right? So I can show you, you can see on the screen under geography part, we have questions. For example, see in 2019 the question was asked, what is water stress? How and why does it differ regional in India? Okay, now even though this question is related to the geography, but it is related with the environment as well. So you can utilize the facts which we have, which are going to discuss right now. Let us see the similar questions. There are, depletion of groundwater resources in India, right? And the solution for this particular problem is water harvesting. Okay, so first of all we will see the questions and then we will come back again to the facts, how to utilize them in these questions. Next question is related to the India is endowed with the freshwater resources, but still it suffers from the water scarcity. Now again it is coming to the same problem, that is water state, water scarcity, right? So these were the questions from geography part. We will also see a few questions from GS3 part, that is coming under environment subsection. Okay, now see, in this file you can see a particular question was asked in 2016, that is what is water use efficiency, right? What is water use efficiency? So in India, water use efficiency is less as compared to the other countries. For example, consider our neighboring country China. Now let us see the next question, similar question, that is suggest the measures to improve water storage and irrigation system to make more judicious use under depleting scenario, right? We know that because of extravagant utilization of water resources, the water resources are declining, right? And therefore we need to increase the water storage and irrigation system. So now let us come to the compilation part again. See, India is placed at 120th place among 122 countries in water quality index, right? With nearly 70% of the water being contaminated. Now this is a kind of very grave situation for India. India is placed at the bottom of this particular index, right? It is 120th rank in water quality index, and 70%, can you imagine, this is kind of very huge number. 70% of water is being contaminated in India. So you can connect this particular fact. Right now we already we have already seen the question, right? Let us go to that particular word file again. You can see pollution control and management. So this particular question is talking about pollution, right? So our water is getting polluted because of various factors, and therefore we need to take care of this. Now we can quote this fact that because of this particular report, we can give justification for our statement that yes, water in India is getting polluted. Now let us see the next fact. Around 90% of India's water is consumed in farming, and of this 80% is used by rice, wheat and sugarcane. It means that in India around 90% is water is utilized by the farming or agriculture, we can say, and out of this 90%, 80% is utilized by the three crops only, that is rice, wheat and sugarcane. You might know that in one of the economic survey in last 3 to 4 years, it was quoted by the economic survey that India is a water exporting country. It means that we export rice, but we indirectly export water to other countries, right? So that is kind of loss for India, even though we are exporting rice, but we know that The crops like sugarcane, rice, they require a lot of water. And we know that there are some regions, even though they are drought prone, they still utilize underground water to grow crops like sugarcane. So this is a kind of drawback for India. Next fact that we can quote here is about Jal Jeevan Mission. Now this particular fact is talking about the access of the water to the various households. Okay, now it is saying that from independence till 2019, only 3 crore households had the access to the tap water. But since the launch of Jal Jeevan Mission in 2019, 5 crore people have got water connection, or 5 crore households we can say have got water connection. So we can say yes, we are improving in terms of accessibility of water, that is tap water, to different households, but still we have lot of to achieve. Now let us see the next facts. According to the Composite Water Management Index that is released by Niti Aayog, it is saying that 21 major cities in India like Delhi, Bengaluru, Chennai, Hyderabad, they are on the brink of exhausting groundwater resources. You might have heard about the news of Chennai because there was lack of water, drinking water. You can go and read that news by googling itself for more details, but I just wanted to tell you the context that various major cities like Delhi, Bengaluru, Chennai, Hyderabad, they are they are experiencing, exhausting groundwater resources, and we know that these cities are continuing to expand, right? There is over urbanization in these particular cities because of various economic activities, job opportunities, right? So therefore, and there is a burden on the groundwater resources, right? So in this way, we have seen how we can utilize various facts in different questions that we have seen the right now. Let us consider another topic here, that is energy. Okay, now let us come to this particular topic, that is energy. Now let me run you through the previous year questions so that you get an idea about what kind of questions are asked on this particular topic and how we can utilize on this particular facts, right? Now see, we can see the questions here. Let us take a question of 2018, the latest question. After access to affordable and reliable, sustainable and modern energy is the sine qua non to achieve SDGs. We know that SDG number 7 talks about access to affordable and clean energy, right? So, and India is also launching various projects. India already launched various projects and initiatives to achieve this SDG. We also have signed the Paris Climate Change Agreement, right? We need to bring about various technologies and renewable energies so that we can reduce our dependence on conventional energy resources and we can reduce the emission of CO2 and other pollutants as well, right? So this is a kind of contribution from India. We have also seen about Panchamrut that is declared by our Honorable Prime Minister in recent climate talks, right? So we have international commitments, that is INDC, right? So in order to fulfill them, we are also launching various projects so that our renewable energy can be increased. Now let us see the next question. Describe the benefits of deriving electrical energy from the sunlight in contrast to the conventional energy generation, right? And what are the initiatives? Now this question is talking about the solar energy instead of using our conventional energy, right? So we know that India has placed a target of achieving 100 gigawatt, right, from the solar energy. You can see such questions. Now let us come to our annual compilation. In this particular PDF, you can see we have compiled different facts from the energy part, right? So let us discuss it here. We know that in India, most of the dependence is our on crude oil, right? And we import most of the crude oil. So according to International Energy Agency, right, and it has released a particular report called as India Energy Outlook 2021. So coal accounts for closer to 70% of India's electricity generation, right? So basically India is depending upon coal for the production of energy, right? And therefore we need to import a good quality coal from the other countries as well, but still we are depending upon this coal to produce energy because it is cheaper and we have lot of resources, that is the reserves for the coal in India. Therefore our dependence on coal increases. Now the next fact that we can utilize in our answers is that India is the world's fourth largest energy consuming country, right? So and it is also projected that India will also become third, right? India will become the third energy consumer by 2030 by surpassing European Union. So we can assume that or conclude that energy demand in India is increasing because the population is also increasing, economic and developmental activities are also increasing, and therefore demand for energy is also increasing. So you can utilize the fact that yes, in India demand for energy is increasing and therefore we need to increase our energy production from different resources, but especially from the renewable energy, so that we can achieve our SDGs that we have seen right now. So this is about SDG question that we have discussed. Now let us come to the facts again. India is the third largest emitter of GHGs, right? So this is a kind of negative fact for India because we are trying to achieve SDGs by reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, because we have international commitments to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, right? And therefore to achieve this particular SDGs we need to identify alternative resources like solar energy, wind energy, and not only we have to identify them but we also expand them so that we can achieve our SDGs in a very time bound manner. So here we have got an update that out of the target, right, we have set a particular target that we will achieve this kind of solar energy production by this year. Now let us see the update. According to the Union Environment Ministry, India has achieved 21% of its 33 to 35% target to cut the emission of the GDP by 2030, right? So our target under INDC is to reduce the intensity, that is carbon intensity of GDP, by 33% to 35%, and out of this we have achieved around 21%. Okay, so this is a kind of progress from India in terms of achieving this particular target, that is reducing GDP intensity, carbon intensity of the GDP by 33 to 35%. So this is a kind of fact which will give you update about the progress of India in terms of solar energy. Now let us come to the next fact. Now this is talking about India's dependence on the import for the oil supplies, that is crude oil. We know that India has around only 20% of its indigenous resources for the crude oil, and we import most of the crude oil, that is more than 80%, from the countries like West Asia, right? So this is a kind of dependence on these countries, and whenever there is fluctuation in these prices, the prices of this fuel in India increases, right? So recently there were a lot of price hikes in the fuel, right? So this directly affects our economy, that is, it creates kind of inflation in the economy, and it indirectly affects the poor people because the normal food supply become costly, right, because of the transport costs and another costs. So this is a kind of indirect impact because of dependence on these oil supplies, right? Next, these are the various kinds of facts that I have discussed right now, which we can utilize in the various kinds of questions that we have seen in this particular file, right? We have discussed the two topics, that is water stress and energy, in your PYQ manner, so that you can get an idea how we can utilize these particular facts. And the art of utilizing this particular fact, it depends totally upon your skill. I mean, how you can utilize the single fact in various dimension in various questions, right? So it depends upon your answer writing practice and also revision practice. So this is all about this particular today's video. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.